Oh man.
That's the funniest thing I heard all weekend.
Oh man. Here's the thing. It's interesting that the same guy that was downplaying the COVID-19 virus, the same guy who was picking on Joe Biden for always wearing his mask, is the same guy that now got COVID-19.
Right.
Um, I got to be real. Just on a human thing. People saying yes, that's good for him. I wish the motherfucker would die and all this. I'm not gonna wish death on anybody. It's something
Right.
that I'm just not gonna do. I understand that we feel that he's probably the dumbest president of these United States. I understand that. I understand that because of him, I don't care what anybody says, he is the reason why COVID-19 is in the United States and is this deep in the United States. He's the reason. Yeah, it probably came from China. We all know that. But at the end of the day, he knew how serious it was, and yet he did nothing. And like I said, I could understand where people coming from, but it's not cool to wish death on anybody. Uh, but now let's talk about it. The Simpsons. You know, it's one thing to say it's a coincidence, but when it happens over and over again, some shit is definitely happening. Okay, I think probably Simpsons is the only cartoon that has had more success of telling the history than any other cartoon from our generation.
Right.
They had him becoming president. They had him coming down his escalator waving his hand. They had everything. Are they going to be right about Donald Trump dying?
Look, I personally just look at it like, well, if it happens, it happens. You know what we can do about it. Like I said, I don't wish death on nobody, but I wish him a lengthy recovery.
Mhm.
That's all I can say. I'm not wishing him bad. I wish him a lengthy recovery.
As you know, we
um,
got a few minutes. What you got to say, man?
yes, sir. So let me just say this before I get up out of here. First and foremost, I partly don't even believe the shit, to be honest with you. Second of all, if there is any truth to it, like first of all, when this whole thing started, when this first coronavirus started, and you had the people that was starting to make the memes, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just like, okay, like I get it, like I'm not as shrewd or whatever, but I'm like, damn, people actually dying over here. You know what I'm saying? Like there's people as it's not like something where they're being ignorant and doing whatever. There's some shit that people can't control and they're dying. They don't know what's going on. Then it hit here, blah blah blah, whatever. Then this guy is sitting up here making his jokes and making his, stupid remarks. You're the reason why people are dying because you did not take control of this. So now we fast forward now to now. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna take the same stance I did when they first started with the jokes or whatever. Like I'm not gonna wish death on the damn man. I don't want to see him dead. At the same time, I don't care. I don't. If there's truth to what this story, then I hope he's learning a valuable lesson. I know he won't, because when you get that ignorant and that much money, you don't, because you figure you throw some dollars, you create your own narrative. You know what I mean? So I don't. Just like he doesn't care, I don't care. And I see now the different people that are dealing with it. Who is it? It's I know obviously the first lady. Um, there's also what's her name? Kelly is
uh,
Kellyanne Conway.
Kellyanne Conway.
Right. And who's the other one of his right hand is attack snakes? Someone else.
I,
Can't
Um,
remember.
all
I, I don't have that in front of me at that present time.
the press secretary.
The
I
press
forgot her.
secretary. Yes.
But then my thing is the whole fact of You dumb as hell to go outside and waving to people. That just shows you don't give a damn about the people that you trying to take care of.
Right.
And it's
Absolutely.
like you're in your whole inner circle, you just probably contaminate your whole inner circle. So now who gonna be there?
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah, but they don't think about that because when you get that type of ego and that status in life, you think that you're untouchable. You're untouchable by law, and this is painfully obvious. You're untouchable by ethics, and you're untouchable by disease, by medical. They clown everything that come out, whether it's whether it's climate control, whether it's medical, whether it's healthcare. Everything's a joke to them because they feel they got so much money and status, it doesn't apply to them. But it looks
But
like
like,
it hit the top now.
yeah, it hit the top now, so now people won't really start looking. But then it's still like I still look back on the debate. He lied about so much in the debate. It was crazy.
I mean, that was just ridiculous. I mean, usually it's been times where I'll look at a debate and it'd be like probably 40%, 30 to 40% of what they're saying that I know what they're talking about. This is one of the few debates that I probably knew about 80 to 90% because, we're doing the podcast and everything. So I've been really doing a lot of research and just keeping my eyes out on everything. And Donald Trump absolutely lied about almost every single damn thing. It was ridiculous. I've never seen no shit like that in my life.
On
And
camera. On
on
camera.
camera. I
On camera.
mean, and it's like not facts that doesn't take hard to find. So he's the president. He should have these real facts in front of him. He could just ask whoever that's in his cabinet to do the research themselves if he doesn't want to do it.
I
So
think I think he's just straight ad libbing most of the stuff because it was like he was when I look back on it and I looked like I did my facts reference and I was looking like he's saying so much incorrect numbers. It's crazy, and that's why I laughed because I was like because Biden was looking at him like you don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Right. Again, you noticed that, right?
So, yeah, I'm
Like,
like yo,
bro,
I'm looking at him like just shut up because you just messed up like 4 times already. But he kept pushing the lie.
mhm.
Just like he's like right now when he got in the hospital, he's talking about, oh, I just learned about COVID. Wait a minute. You knew about the disease before any of us, because they will come to you and tell you first. But now you just learning about it.
Mhm.
Like, it's
right, we
crazy.
do understand Obama had a whole team that was already on this and had already put together an action plan. But of
Mm-hmm.
course, anything Obama touched or put together, they got thrown right out the damn window. We fast forward to 2020. How did that plan work out for you?
Mhm.